So I'm really happy you guys are here. And as always, I like to start with the feet. I prepared some weights today. I prepared 2 sets of weights. So I have 1.5 and I have 0.5 kilo. So I'm gonna play around with it. And also, I advise you and myself to, for some, just not take any weights and just focus on flexibility and movement. So let's start by, as always, standing on our 2 feet. I want to start on second position today. So you're gonna have your heels as wide as your hips and your toes are twisted out. Make sure your knees are aligned with your ankles and you're not falling in or out of the ankles. So keep them straight. Engage your core by squeezing in lightly your sit bones and holding your alignment from your hip bones to your pelvic floor. Take your hands by your side and just focus first on your ankles, keeping them right underneath your knees, your hips, and your hips aligned with your shoulders. Take your hands by your side. Inhale, just let your arms flow up. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, take it down. And in. Now try and circle the arms around. So you're already feeling the movement of your shoulder blades just moving around, focusing on keeping everything isolated from the ankles to the knees that are not locked, your pelvic floor, and your shoulders. Your neck is long. Don't squeeze your chin down and don't lift your head too much up. Keep the weight straight aligned in the center. We change directions of the circle and really feel the combination of movement and breath. So inhale, we circle up, exhale. Feel that little squeeze in your sit bones, already engaging your inner thighs, working with that core alignment. And if you feel you can, start to work with the balance and join with the heels and lift up slightly. Inhale, exhale, press it back down. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, press it down. So the idea is not to lift the heels to a high heel position and fall into your ankles. The idea is to really work your feet, to strengthen those tiny little muscles in your feet around your ankles. The ones that are going to always prevent us from falling and breaking something. That's why I'm always putting a lot of tension on footwork. And out. We change directions of the circles again from the arms. And out. Now how much and how high you're coming with your heels depends on how strong your ankles are to keep them straight. And work with the sit bones. Work with their inner thighs. Take the core in. And take the rib cage in and up. 3 more and up and in. Good. Last one. Keep the arms shoulder height out. Keep them out. Now you can just focus on movement of your chest. So your shoulders are isolated, they're not moving. Exhale, press the air away, engage your core. Inhale, open the rib cage. Fill up those lungs with air. Exhale, press. Inhale, open. Now I want you to focus also on your shoulder blades. You want to squeeze the shoulder blades together. When you inhale, exhale, take it in. And really focus on not squeezing out your rib cage. So your rib cage stays isolated engaged in your core, lower and upper core. And out. In. In. And out. And 4. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Press the air away. And 3. 2 and 1. Keep the arms open. Now we're going to side bend. We are still in second position, still squeezing our sit bones together slightly. I'm talking about around 30%. Inhale, just take a side bend, reach down, feel the stretch in your side bend and reach towards the ceiling. Look into your palm of the hand. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the air away. Go back to center. Inhale to the right and look into the palm of your left hand. And exhale. And in. So at level 2 or 3, you can try by lifting the heels up and keeping them lifted. Level 3. And out. Or just taking it down when you center. Lifting again when you inhale, reach down. And out. And in. Again, you choose your level. I'm staying at level 1. I'm going to be a good girl today. And in. And out. And really focusing on the basic. I want to engage my side core. I want to work with the side bend, not the rotation. In. And out. In. Press it out. Reach. Try each time to reach a bit longer. Focus on your alignment from your heels to your knees, to your hips. And out. And give me one more each side. And out. Good. Now we're going to go into rotation. Now I want you to imagine holding a huge basket. So holding that basket, you're keeping your shoulders, elbows, and hand aligned in one alignment. And hold that basket. And you want to rotate when you exhale to the right. Now look at your elbow and focus on only rotating your upper spine. Inhale, press it back to center. Exhale. And in. So again, focus on engaging those sit bones, keeping that 30% engagement, and focusing on keeping your hips still. They're not moving along with the rotation. Opposite. You're trying to press the rib cage in different directions. Your upper rib cage turns with the elbows, your neck, your head. Your hips stay where they are. And out. Now focus also on the breath. That's a good opportunity to really release the toxin in your lungs when you exhale through your open mouth and twist. Inhale, open. Out. And in. And squeeze. Again, try level 2 or 3. You can lift the heels and try to rotate with the heels up. And in. Put the heels back down. Exhale, lift and rotate. And in. Focus on your lower back. You're squeezing your lower core in a slight scoop so you don't have that pressure in your lower back. Out. And in. And give me one more each side. Good. From here, I want you to grab the weights. So you can either start with the heavier weights and then go back down with the lower. I'm going to try. And now we're going to stand in a hip-wide position. So parallel. And I want you to focus on just keeping your hands by your side for a moment. Letting the weights align you. You don't have to use weights. Also, you can do it without. And I want you to bend the knees just slightly. So you are slightly bent with your knees, your feet are hip apart, and now focus on scooping your core in as much as you can. So you're releasing the pressure in your lower back and you're putting that pressure in your lower core. And that's where I want you to focus on. Keep the feet and check yourself. Are you standing correctly? Lift the toes to make sure that you're balanced correctly, and then lower your toes back down. Now we're going to take our hands to the side. We're going to inhale, lift the hands, exhale, press it back. Inhale, lift, shoulder height, exhale out. Now I want you to focus on your alignment. I want you to focus on keeping your rib cage in. Don't stick it out when you lift the arms. Opposites. Take it in, hold it in, and exhale. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Squeeze your sit bones together so you can scoop your core further your lower back safe. And focus on your neck. And focus on not lifting your shoulders. Those shoulders stay down, the shoulder blades reach down as if they have pockets and you're trying to put them in their pocket. And in. If it's starting to get heavy, you can try and just take a moment and then pick it back up. Or you can just switch it to lighter weights. Or just take a break and continue in a few moments. And out. We have 6 more. And lift. And in. Lift. 3. 2. And 1. Take the hands in. Now I want you to focus on keeping your elbows in. We are still in parallel position of our feet. We're going to go into a 90-degree ankle. When you exhale, I want you to work only by straightening your arms backwards. Inhale, lift it back to a 90-degree. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, in. So again, focus on bending your knees slightly, on squeezing your sit bones together, engaging your lower core, connecting to your upper core. Focus on keeping your elbows still. Just working with our lower arms. Down, exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale. Combine everything together. The alignment, the posture, the movement, control the balance. Combine the breath. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Now for those of you level 2 or 3, lift the heels, level 2. Inhale, reach it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back. Level 3, keep the heels lifted. And just focus on your balance. Focus on squeezing your sit bones together, engaging your core, keeping your balance correctly. I'm going to go back 1 step, level 2. And take it up. And in. And exhale. Again, I'm going to always say that quality goes before quantity. I'd rather have you do the basic than go on level 3 and do it all wrong. Keep the balance correct. Keep your alignment and posture. Mostly focus on constantly working with your lower core to keep your lower back safe. Shoulder blades are down. And in. Lift. In. And out. Exhale. Inhale. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. So either stay with the heels down or stay with the heels lifted and turn your hands around. So their palms are facing the ceiling. We're going to do exhale, pull the lower arms out, inhale, close. So these are called rotator cuffs. You're keeping the elbows still on your waist and your shoulders are down. And now we're going to squeeze our heels together and just keep them squeezed and bend. So you can either keep your heels lifted or just lower them down and focus first on the movement. Exhale, press the arms out. Inhale, in and out and in. Focus on keeping the 90-degree ankle of your lower arms. Out. Exhale. Squeeze those sit bones together. Squeeze the inner thighs. Feel the work all the way down to your ankles. Keep the knees rotated in second position. Your hips are aligned with your lower core, scooping your core in. If you feel you can, start to lift the heels slightly. You still want to keep them attached. The heels are working together with the sit bones out, with the arms, with the rotator cuffs of your shoulder. They're all working in one breath. Inhale, bring it back together, lower. Exhale, lift. In and out. It's a really slight lift of your heels to not separate them. I like to think I have a really important note between my heels that I don't want to lose. So I'm not going to lose my attachment of the heels. Exhale. And out. And 5, 4, squeeze that core in. 2 more. And 1. Good. If you need a break, take a break. Just take the arms down, twist it around, pick it back up. We're now in our first position. The heels are together, toes are open, hands again, elbows are on our waist. We're going to exhale, press the arms away in this rotator position. We'll also call it like a penguin. The arms are slightly rotated out. Exhale, keep that form and just press the arms out. Inhale, take it back in. Exhale, out and in. Squeeze those sit bones together, squeeze the heels together. Don't lose that alignment, keeping your lower core engaged. Shoulders are down, rib cage is in, neck is long. Inhale, exhale, out and in, out. And squeeze the sit bones, isolate those muscles, out. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those arms straight. Turn the hands around. Exhale, close the rib cage. Inhale, come back, straight position, shoulders are over hips. Exhale, reach the shoulders further over the knees, round up, rounding to a C-curve position, heels are still together. Inhale, open, exhale, out. Inhale, reach out. Now I want you to focus on using your core just as much as you're using your shoulders, your arms, and your back. It's all working together. And obviously those sit bones are really tight together with the heels, keeping the stability of your pelvic. In, out, and open, and 6, 5, shoulders down, shoulder blades down, 4, I'm starting to feel it, 3, 2, and 1. Take the arms down, take the feet back together. We're going to go into a chair position. Now you're going to twist the hands around to the back. First, keep the feet together, keep the knees tight together, sit bones squeeze together, core is engaged in a scoop position. Keep the back in a straight position. And exhale, just shift the shoulder blades together by squeezing your rib cage in, rounding your back up. Inhale, you come back to flat, straight position. Exhale, lift. Inhale, in. And in. And in. Good. And focus on your breath. Focus on your ankles. Don't start to fall in. Don't lose the control. Rather have you take a break. In. Pull. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to continue this flow. Now we're going to take the left foot behind the right. So it's like a runner's lunge. You're keeping your knees aligned, same level, but you're lifting your left heel, and you're going to sit backwards when you pull your arms back. Exhale. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, back. Inhale, in. Focus on that engagement of that scoop. That's the one lifting you up. The scoop of your core. Put the weight backwards and out. Keep the left heel lifted and focus. Now, if it's starting to be too much, then just focus on one of them. Focus either on whatever you need today, right now. Arms, core go together, and core and legs obviously go together. Core is always working. Out. So you can either just put the hands on your waist, focus on sitting backwards if you want to work rather on your lower part, or focus on just keeping your legs up, working with your arms out. And in, constantly working with that scoop. And out. Wherever you are, keep on going. We go for 8. Exhale, shoulders down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to continue with the arms, but switch out the legs. So you're going to take the right foot backwards. Make sure your knees are aligned. Get the alignment first. Check your toes. Lift those left toes up. Balance the weight correctly. Lift the right heel up. Then lower the toes of your left foot. Focus on putting the weight backwards by scooping in your core. Keep the rib cage in. Exhale, pull back in. So make sure you don't lean forward. Opposite, you go backwards, out, and in, and lift, and in. Good. Focus on wherever you need. Right now, just make sure you're doing the same as you did with the other leg. So either you continue with your thighs down, or you're keeping your feet still, working only with the upper part, your arms and your core, constantly scooping that core in, combining breath with movement. Exhale, pull, and in, and we have 8, 7, 6, 1, and in. Good. Keep both feet together. Let's go into a 90-degree ankle. So now you're keeping your knees over your ankles, scooping the core in, lifting the arms up. And I want you to just focus on keeping them together. When you exhale, right goes over left, inhale, open. Close, left goes over right. And go, and in, and out. Now feel your ability. You see, I'm going to be a good girl right now. I'm going to put my heavier weights and take the lower weights, because I can start feeling it in my neck. Put the arms up and close, in, and out, and in. Less is more. Here, with this set of weight, I can much more focus on my posture, my core, instead of keeping constantly the shoulders down. They're going automatically down because they're not overloaded. Keep the tempo up, squeeze the zip-ons together, go in, out, out. Exhale, pull those arms, inhale, open. We go for 5, and close, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Take it down, roll into a round position. Now again, you can either just let go of the weights or keep the weights. And I'm going to stay with the lighter version. And I want you to keep the feet together, knees squeezed together. We're going to roll up, round up, slowly, round, stack up the vertebrae, keep the knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, round up, take the arms, circle them wide up. We're going to go back to roll down. Exhale, pull first the arms, neck, rib cage, lower. Feel that roundness in your C curve.
and roll down. Inhale, stay rounded. And exhale, squeeze the heels together, sit-bones together, lift the core, round up, go slow, and lift. And in, round up. The more stable you feel, the more you can pick up the tempo. But feel that movement, that roll. It's called roll down and roll up for a reason. That rolling comes from your spine. Lift up and roll. And lift. In, out. In. And 3. And 2. Squeeze those sit bones together. Feel the movement coming from everywhere. And last one. And in. Good. Let's turn around. Now I want you to go into a really wide position and turn your feet around and take your hands back, shoulder height. Make sure you're not falling down with the elbows. Try to lift them up. Now go into a 90-degree angle. Exhale, pull the elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And out. Now I want to do all those 3 levels. So you start with this, level 1. Just keep the core engaged by squeezing the sit bones together. And exhale, pull. If you feel you can, I want you to take the knees down into sitting position. Feel that movement from the inner thighs opening. Inhale, take it back in. Exhale, open. In. And out. Now again, I could take the heavier weight, but then I feel I would compromise my posture a bit, and I don't want to do that. I want to focus on shifting from the heels down into my inner thighs, gauging the core correctly, and not having any tension on my neck or shoulders. I want to work whole body movement in and out. If you do want to work with heavier weights, then I recommend you to start only from top. Take it from here, in and out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Don't feel the tension in your neck. If you do, it's too much weight. And then if you can, start to join. And in, bend down, exhale out. Also when you bend down, don't lean forward. Opposite, I want you to go straight back, core in, sit back. Exhale, pull out. In. In. And 8. Pull. 7. 6. 5. Pull that core in, keep the neck long. And 2. And 1. Keep it here. Turn your lower arms. Inhale, lift for 8. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Come on. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Take it in. Lower the arms down. And let's go down to the knees. Standing, kneeling position. So your shoulders, hips, and knees are aligned. Hands are in front of you. Focus on level 1. You just want to keep the arms up. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, up. And inhale, down. So isolate. Shoulders, hips, knees are aligned. The only thing dynamically moving is your arms. Level 2, start to do a straight bend. You're leaning backwards. Exhale, pull it back in. In. And exhale out. In. Lean backwards. Exhale out. Level 3. Use heavier weights. And out. And work it all together. Squeeze those sit bones together. Lower core is working. In. Keep it there. And 5. 4. 3. And 1. From here, you're going to take the arms shoulder height. Turn around, bicep curls. Pull the arms in, inhale, open. Exhale, pull, inhale, open. If that's already too much, go one level back. Pull the elbows into your waist and work with your lower arms down and up. Only feel, if you can't hold it, start to work with the elbows up. In, exhale, press. In, and if you can, level 3, start with a bend. Inhale, back. Exhale, lift and bend. In. Now feel that lift coming from your scoop, from your core. In, lift, and in. Good. We go for 8. And in. 7. 6. 5. 1. Take it in. Good. So let's do our side lift. I want you to lower. Keep it over the knees. If you feel that it's too much for your knees, you can also sit. Just sit in a crisscross position or grab yourself a pillow and sit on the pillow, whatever feels correct for you. I want to open when you exhale, inhale, close. So I want you to really focus now more on those shoulder blades and back. So for me, I prefer it on the knees. But again, you can do it in a sitting position. You can also sit on a pillow to elevate yourself a bit. Gives a bit more stability. And just focus here on those shoulder blades. You want to lift. And then open the space between them. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, close. Open. And in. And out. And in. So I let you choose. I'm going to try and pick up the heavier weights. Can't help myself. Exhale, out. And in. Because I really want to get that strength back in my back and shoulders that I feel that I have lost a bit over the thickness. Out and in. Focus on squeezing, on keeping those shoulder blades down. Don't start to lift the shoulder blades. In, keeping the core engaged, rib cage in. And pull. We go for 8. 7. Pull. 4. 2. And 1. Take it in. Okay, put the weights back on the place, and I want you to come sit on the right side. So your left knee, your right knee is right in front of your chest, in between, your hands are in. Your left is in a hip opening position. So again, focus on going into that stretch of your hip. Just focusing on twisting the pelvic. Inhale, round up, keep the pelvic again back. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic to the front. Just focus on that flexibility of your hips. And in, out. And focus in on the rotation of the pelvic. Focus on not lifting your shoulders. When you do that,
keeping the movement isolated in your hip. Good. Give me 2 more. And last one. And out. Good. From here, take your hands to the side. Focus on keeping your chest over the knees. Now I want you to keep your feet on the ground and only lift slightly your left knee. Exhale, pull the knee up. Inhale, take it back down. Exhale, lift. And I want you to focus on that small movement and focus on the alignment. So you're not lifting your shoulders stay down, your rib cage stays in, your core is engaged. And just focus on that little movement, lifting from the knee. Keep the left foot down. Inhale, put it back down. Now I want you to focus on number 1, what we did in the beginning. You're going to turn the hip width when you lift. Exhale, press it back down. Inhale, rotate, lift. Exhale, take it back down. So now it's a combined movement of number 1 and 2. And twist. In and out. Lift. Good. Feel that movement coming from your thighs rather than your hip. Your hip is more in a flexibility mood than in a strengthening mood. Good. 4 more. And out. And last one. And in. Now keep it here. Now we're going to go into a flexing position. So you're still having that Z position, mermaid position also called. Keep that hip twisted and lean forward, lean down. Now from here, I want you to focus on lengthening. Now, number 1, level 1, just focus on that stretch first. All of you, basic. Focus on that flex. Only when you feel you can, you're going to start lifting backwards. Inhale, take it back down. Exhale. If it's not working, then just focus on that stretch. Lean forward, lift it back up. Inhale, exhale up. Level 2, up and lower. Up and lower. Level 3, don't rest. Keep it up. And lower your upper body. Exhale, lift it up. In. And keep the left leg elevated. Up. And lift. 3 more. Focus on lengthening. Last one. Out. And in. Good. So before we turn into the other side, I want to go into a push-up position. So from here, first, just squeeze around. Focus on sitting on your right hip and opening your left hip and really flexing that hip out. Stay here for a moment. You can also take your elbows down and really focus on that stretch. And then slowly lift your left foot. Take the right knee backwards. Now let's do those push-ups in a correct position. So you take your hands shoulder apart. And I want you to keep the elbows narrow, not to the side, narrow. We're going to start by putting our knees just slightly behind our hips, leaning our weight forward, shoulders over hands. Now keep the scoop in your core, keep the knees down, and just focus on taking the elbows low. Exhale, pull up, in and out. Focus on keeping your fingers up. So you want to press the weight into your wrists, from there into your upper arms. Lift it up, don't sink into your shoulders. Go as low as you can come up. No compromise. It might be just slightly. Focus on not lifting your shoulders and use your breath. So when you inhale, you bend the elbows back. Exhale, lift. In and out. 3 more. If it's too much for your wrists, try with a fist. If also that is not working, use a pillow to soften out the tension from the floor. 3 more. Don't fall into an arch. And last one. And in. Good. From here, we're going to turn to the other side. So now we're going to take the left knee in between our chests. Your hands, both of the hands are outside your left knee. Your right knee is in the back. So we start with the twist of our hip. Take the hand and really feel that movement coming from your hip. And squeeze into that hip flexor. Inhale. Focus on that mobility. Out. So you should supposed to feel that stretch in your left thigh and also in your hip flexor. And try to squeeze your left knee a bit further in so you also get that stretch in your left hip. And in. Good. From here, you may just want to stay here and focus on that. Or you're going to try and start lifting the left knee, but keeping first your elbows, your shoulders over your hands, and that twist stays. So the only thing moving right now is our right knee. 3 more, and then we're going to twist with the hip along. And 2. And 1. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to twist open so we can keep the knee higher up. Exhale, twist it back. And again, in and out. In